him and Baker Mayfield get in sync again and then start to create this offense like they had in the first part of the season.
2nd down and 2. This is Irving. Picks up a Tampa Bay first down.
Right, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, possibly Emeka Egbuka.
This is Jalen McMillan. And McMillan stopped 2 yards shy of the marker by Davis. They have 9 players with at least 300 yards from scrimmage, and Irving is hit for a loss. Back at the 40-yard line, 3rd down and 7 for Tampa Bay. Mayfield sets, throws, and it's caught for a Buccaneers first down. It's McMillan.
And McMillan sits right there in the zone for an easy catch for a first down.
10th play of the drive for Tampa Bay as Mayfield is taken down. Bradley Chubb. 2nd down and 13. Mayfield over the middle. It's a diving McMillan. That's his 3rd catch. 3rd down and 4. Mayfield throws.
Nice.
End zone. Touchdown. Chris Godwin.
Right here in the slot, and you're going to see how he cuts this route really tight. Beats the safety, and you notice that he did not let can he be the next guy for the Dolphins at that quarterback spot.
This is Waddle. Waddle out to the 42-yard line. Ewers throws on 3rd and 8. It is caught and will be taken all the way by Theo Weiss Jr. 63 yards in his 2nd NFL game.
Quinn Ewers, back him up a little bit and give him a little time to throw this. And Jamel Dean, he got caught trying to jump the out route and let the Weiss get behind him, let the wide receiver get behind him for a touchdown. And there's Ewers. I just said Ewers is ready to throw this ball deep. He is not worried about these 5-yard outs, 6-yard in routes. They bring him back in, really good at pass protection as well.
3rd down and 5. Mayfield, Evans. Buccaneers first down. If Seattle wins, it would still come down to next week. Pass complete to Irving, but he is met immediately by Tyrell Dodson. Dolphins start from the 13-yard line. This is the first carry for Achane.
But that's good company if you're up there with them and people are talking about you.
This is Wright. Jalen Wright, his first carry after Achane gained 11 on the previous play. 9 yards for Wright. 2nd down and 1. Fake to Gordon. Ewers throws, and it is caught in Tampa Bay territory by the tight end Dulcich. For an NFL quarterback, he has a quick release. He can extend plays. Hands it off to Wright, who found a big hole inside the 15. And Whitfield drags him out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Jalen Wright. 2nd and goal from the 11. Ewers over the middle. And it's taken down inside the 5 by Dulcich. 9th play of the drive for Miami. 3rd and goal. And this one did not fool the Bucs. Hassan Reddick. So here's Patterson, 29-yard attempt. Empty backfield, 2nd down and 8. Mayfield over the middle. It's Godwin who has the Bucs touchdown. And he picks up a first down. 2nd down and 11. Mayfield firing downfield, and it is picked off. Pass was intended for McMillan, and it's brought back by Marshall. There is a flag.
You got to really be prepared to set the edges with a guy like Achane.
This is Achane out of the backfield, first down. John Bowles said, I thought Jahmyr Gibbs with the Lions was quick until I watched this guy.
Using that speed on the outside.
Fake to Achane. And then Ewers finds Dulcich. He's been his favorite target today. Dulcich picks up a first down. And
3 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers on the line of scrimmage trying to stop the run. Still can't do it.
Ewers swings it out. Achane, nice catch. Another first down, still going. And Craig down just outside the 10-yard line.
So far, he's been holding his own.
Second and goal following the penalty. Pass is complete. And then Achane is brought down 63 yards from Ewers to Weiss. And now Ewers throws. End zone. Touchdown. It's Dulcich, who's had a huge first half.
He's going to go and get a little bit of pressure, but as we mentioned, Mike McDaniel, he understands that the quarterback can feel when that rush is coming if they want to have a run or try to make a run in the playoffs.
Brian Burns is having an outstanding season for the Giants, second in the league in sacks. Pump fake on second down. Mayfield throws. McMillan makes the catch. Jalen McMillan playing in only his 3rd game this season, coming off the neck injury.
And then it translates into Sunday. So that's what I'm seeing right now, the comfortability between Mayfield and McMillan.
Mayfield on second down, complete to Irving, picks up a Bucs first, another flag. 3rd down and 13. Mayfield complete, McMillan, and it's Jones who wrapped him up. This will be a 55-yard attempt, and it's blocked. Kick was blocked. McLaughlin had been 11 for 11 from 50-plus.
From guys you usually wouldn't talk to, right?
Off the play fake, 2nd and 4. Mayfield couldn't find anyone. And then he slides, will be marked down just short. Oregon, Texas Tech, and then the national championship in January. Pass is caught by Tez Johnson for a Buccaneers first down. 3rd down and 10. Mayfield surveys. Can't find anyone. Takes off. Dives. And will pick up a Bucs first down. Needed to get to the 20. Bucs trailing by 10. New set of downs. This is Irving up the middle. Another Bucs first down. Bucky Irving down to the 7.
Might be going back to that.
Mayfield lost the football, picks it up, and stays on his feet. McLaughlin had his last attempt blocked. This one from 33 yards out. The kick is good.
We gotta go.
Short kickoff. Taken by Washington. Washington across midfield. And finally taken down. Panthers win at home. They'll be in Tampa next weekend. Here's Achane. Stays on his feet. Picks up a Dolphins first down. Buccaneers certainly hope they will be there. 3rd down and 7 for Ewers and the Dolphins. Pass is caught. Nice tackle made by Parrish. Patterson's kick good. Dolphins now lead by 10. 3rd down and 7. Bucs must get to the 45. They will not. Pass intended for Evans, broken up. That punt stayed out of the end zone, putting the Dolphins deep. And now they get some yardage on the catch from Julian Hill, who picks up a first down.
You want to make sure your eyes are right, run to the football, tackle in space.
3rd down and 9. Pass is caught, but just shy of a first down. Cedric Wilson tackled by Diaby. Start from the 22-yard line. Mayfield's pass is complete to Ibuka. 3rd down and 3. First down and more. McMillan into Dolphins territory.
Jalen McMillan gets an easy completion.
In Dolphins territory now. Mayfield able to stay on his feet. Looked as if he was going to be sacked. And then he finds his man, Evans.
Keeps his eyes downfield, still gets the completion.
Evans gained 11. And now Mayfield's pass is picked off. That's the second turnover today. It's Davis. Ashton Davis with his 9th career pick.
Dolphins defense, Dolphins secondary. They have been suffocating today, getting that interception again on Baker Mayfield. Defensively, I mean, there was a lack of energy in that first half. There's a lot going on with this Bucs team right now.
Ewers looking for Waddle. Morrison able to break it up. Mayfield on first down. Complete to Godwin for a gain of 10.
Obviously, they'll shoot for a touchdown, if not kick a field goal.
Godwin again. Godwin to midfield, gain of 8. Irving in the backfield, 4th and 1. Pass is complete, and it's a first down for Godwin. Shoved out at the Dolphins 38. 6th catch for Godwin today. Pass is complete. Down to the 31-yard line, it's McMillan. 2nd down and 3. Mayfield hit from behind, ball came loose. It was Bradley Chubb. He had a sack earlier. And we mentioned he was very close to some big incentives.
Not there, Mr. All-World. They're working against his backup. And Bradley Chubb beats him right around the corner, gets the sack fumble. Quentin Bell gets the recovery. He's dancing. Dolphins dancing. It is all good for the Dolphins right now. What a play, Bradley Chubb.
Bradley Chubb, who missed last season with the torn ACL. He's a 2-time Pro Bowler. Spent his first 5 years in Denver. The last 4 here in Miami.
Between the Buccaneers and Panthers next week, you're like, these guys aren't playing their best football. That's what you want to see at the end of the year.
That started each and every game.
Right. Remember, he battled bone bruises, shoulder injuries, but finds himself out there playing.
Pass complete, Godwin. And Godwin is out across the 40, midfield. And finally chased down from behind.
This is huge for the Buccaneers offense.
Pass complete. Taken inside the 20. 1st and goal from the Dolphins 4. Mayfield throws. End zone. Touchdown. Evans. Wow. That was quick.
There's Mike Evans. And then what he's going to do is move inside just to break back outside. Goes in, goes out, and busted coverage again. So you have 2 mental errors on this series. Cost him 50-some yards for Chris Godwin, and then a touchdown.
Bucs hoping for some McLaughlin magic. And it is recovered by the Dolphins. They will play one another for the division next week. And the winner will take the division. Buccaneers have won the NFC South each of the last 4 seasons.